The ABC Supply 500 at Pocono Raceway is the second and final 500-mile race of the Verizon IndyCar Series season. With only 4 races remaining in the 2017 season, the focus is shifting towards the championship decider at Sonoma. 5 drivers are in with a realistic shot. The points leader, Joseph Newgarden, has gone on a hot streak this summer, winning 2 out of the last 3 races. The man who split those wins was Helio Castroneves, who is still fighting for an IndyCar job next year. The only non-Penske driver in the top 5 in points is Scott Dixon. He's the 2013 champion of the Pocono 500. He knows how to get it done here, and the Honda power-planted aero kit is the best on the 2.5-mile superspeedways. Simon Pagenaud scored his first oval win at Phoenix earlier this year, but was absolutely anonymous at the Indianapolis 500. Can Pagenaud take his first 500-mile race win and put himself back into the championship hunt to take 2 in a row? And the defending champion of this event, Will Power. The 2014 national champion knows he'll have to repeat that performance if he's going to have any shot of taking his new teammate Newgarden off of the top step of the podium. Now that the championship picture has been established, let's talk about 4-car driver combinations that were not at Pocono last year. Starting off is the brand new IndyCar team Harding Racing, which in 2 previous starts this season has scored a 10th place and a 5th place, those coming at Indianapolis and Texas with driver Gabby Chavez. Chavez nearly won this race in 2015, his only other previous start, only to have his engine fail with less than 5 laps to go. Could Chavez pull off a storybook ending to Harding Racing's first season as they look to go full-time in 2018? The only full-time rookie in IndyCar racing, Ed Jones, is already shown he has true oval prowess with a 3rd-place finish at the Indianapolis 500. Considering Dale Coyne Racing's new engineering team that has such a strong handle on the Honda Aero kit on the oval tracks, expect Ed Jones to be running at the front. Speaking of Dale Coyne Racing, making his first 500-mile race start is former Haas F1 Formula 1 driver Esteban Gutierrez from Mexico. Gutierrez made his oval debut at Iowa Speedway and was fairly impressive, not making any contact with the walls. It'll be interesting to see how he can fare over 500 miles on the tricky triangle. And car number 7 from Schmidt-Peterson Motorsports, formerly driven by the mad Russian Mikhail Aleshin.
You're fired.
Will now be piloted by Sebastian Saavedra, who is making his first Pocono start since 2014. Let's talk about the team that has mastered the 2.5-mile ovals in IndyCar racing, Andretti Autosport. Indianapolis 500 champion Takuma Sato is looking to become the first driver since 1978 when Al Unser did it to sweep both Pocono and the Indianapolis 500s. Marco Andretti is the local hero, and what a sweet place it would be to snap his winless streak than his home race. Ryan Hunter-Reay was the winner of the tragic race in 2015. He drove to a podium finish from a lap down last year. And Alexander Rossi would like to forget the 2016 Pocono 500 in which he got airborne on the pit lane. Rossi was strong at Indianapolis, and it might be a safe bet to take his 2nd IndyCar victory. The greatest threat to the Andretti Autosport juggernaut is from Chip Ganassi Racing. We've already talked about Scott Dixon in this video, and of course, Dixon is always a threat for victory. But don't count out Ganassi's other 3 drivers. Starting with the man who led the most laps at Indianapolis this year, Max Chilton. Will Pocono finally be the breakthrough race where Chilton goes from a driver who can take podiums to a driver who can take race victories? Tony Kanaan is always strong on the oval tracks, particularly the 2.5 miles. Kanaan was in contention to win the race last year, but lost a winglet on one of the restarts and fell back to 9th position. And bad luck Chuck, Charlie Kimball. A lot of people forget that he took a 2nd place here in 2013 and was up at the front at this year's Indianapolis 500 until he was unfortunately bitten by Honda's engine bug. Now that Honda tells us they've fixed the engine bug that plagued their cars at the beginning of the season, perhaps Charlie Kimball will break through at Pocono to win his 2nd career IndyCar race. And now we look across the rest of the field to check out some of the contenders there. Graham Rahal is 6th in the point standings after 2 victories on the streets of Detroit. James Hinchcliffe is this year's Long Beach winner, but the Schmidt-Peterson team seems to be a bit out to lunch on the ovals this year, while Ed Carpenter's team is virtually built on the fact that it needs oval success to survive. Ed has been struck with bad luck driving his own car at Pocono. He hasn't done better than 9th. While J.R. Hildebrand, if you can believe it, is a rookie at the ABC Supply 500. Hildebrand was strong at both Iowa and Indianapolis though. I'd expect him to run at the front here too. Then there are the ABC Supply boys. Connor Daly and Carlos Munoz, both driving for the A.J. Foyt Racing team, have been less than impressive during the 2017 campaign. Now, whether that's down to driving, engineering, team management, or the fact that one team is based in Indianapolis and one team is based in Texas is up to you and really is only known to the team to decide. Regardless, it's possible that one or both of these drivers could be out of a ride for next season. So watch these two closely. Munoz has taken a podium finish at the ABC Supply 500, and Daly seems to be improving on the ovals each time he goes to one. There's no better way in racing to impress the boss than to impress the sponsor. And in a race that your sponsor is sponsoring, you'd have to think the ABC Supply boys are going to be very motivated to finish near the front. So that was a Bandwagoner's guide to the ABC Supply 500 from Pocono. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like on it. Also comment down below who you think is going to win. I'm actually going to be at the Pocono race, so I will be filming my traditional vlog there, which should be up on the channel within a week. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and enjoy the ABC Supply 500.